There's a lot of cinnamon in Moroccan cuisine. Nice. It really gives it that kind of aromatic, which I think is great. Yeah. All of a sudden, and I'll be honest, like, I have not, other than stir. Is it good or not?
It's so delicious. Really nice, spicy, fragrant coating on the meat. The big surprise for me.
Because you went to Morocco.
Oh.
And how long were you in Morocco? I've been in Morocco.
It was just over 2 weeks. It was almost like 16, 17 days, and it was insane.
Amazing.
Yeah, first trip right into Africa, and we started in Casablanca, went all the way around the outer rim, and ended up in Marrakesh, and saw so many different cultures and so many different flavors. Oh,
I can just imagine. So we're going to have a look at Jason's trip to Morocco.
Entry.
This is the flavors of Morocco.
Wow.
Like here.
Just the colours. The colours.
You feel like you're in the market, and I like the fact that when you all travel, I mean, you travel like chefs. You want to get in there to the markets, you want to see the flavors and the colors. You're going to make a recipe inspired by your travels.
Well, this is all about the spices, and it was funny because we actually did a cooking demonstration in one of the places when I was there.
Amazing.
And the guy was putting all the spices in, and like when I would say stop, he would double it.
Yes.
You know, it was just like, but you know that kind of like 2 spoons, like, no, let's put more in there. Like, holy moly, you know, and you get the kind of the little sweats going and just keep it going. But so we're doing a lamb tagine.
Nice.
But you know, first of all, actually, I'm going to get you to start. Can you pass me the grapeseed oil?
So Suzanne, get ready because they're bossy.
Oh yeah, just drizzle a little in there.
Welcome,
Perfect.
chef.
That's
Is that
good.
good?
Yeah, that's good. And she already told me she's going to call me chef, make me feel old, right? That's perfect. So she's going to stir. I want to get the onions going, but what we've got is this tagine, which is a nice, basically cast iron base, and we got these from Le Creuset.
Oh, nice.
And I love that they're, you know, the traditional ones are the clay.
Yeah.
You know, you put them on the charcoal, you cook away, fantastic. But in this case, I want to put it on a stovetop, so it's kind of a modern version of it.
Love that.
I don't have to worry about, you know, if I drop the clay, it's going to shatter.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start the onions stirring away. While we do that, we got to bring flavor to this lamb. The offcuts. This is the shoulder, or you can use the sirloin. You can see there's a lot of fat on there.
Yeah.
If we tried to sear this and cook it off, what would it be, like a rubber band, right?
Basically.
You know, it's just tough.
Okay.
And it needs flavor. Garlic, of course. Put that in there. But then we get into cinnamon. There's a lot of cinnamon in Moroccan cuisine. It really gives it that kind of aromatic, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Cardamom, ground down.
Oh, nice.
And then, of course, a little bit of paprika. Okay,
Right.
smell that. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
This is how I would cook
This
it.
is how you'd want it, and now you're going to cook it like this.
Because it gives a bed for the actual lamb. Now, you
Okay.
can sear the lamb a little bit, too, if you want, but I think with this one, I decided to kind of just lay it right on top.
Okay.
All right? And you can just kind of pile it on.
This
And
is like the first time it's okay to crowd the pan.
yeah, oh, it totally is.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we have that chimney,
Yeah.
it's going to let it go, right? It's going to steam it.
Fantastic.
So, and it's almost like you're steaming, braising. The aromas have nowhere to go.
So what does the tagine do then? Like, how is it? What would you liken it to? Is there anything out there like it?
Well, it's funny, but see how it's got that curve on the top?
Yeah.
It's almost creating a little bit of a convection oven. Because the heat's coming up and it's stirring it in, and then it has nowhere to go.
Going back down.
Right?
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is add some liquid to this. So if you want to take some tomato paste,
Yes, sure.
Yep.
a little bit of veg stock. We'll get to word like veg stock.
Come on.
And then we've got some cornstarch
There we go.
and some saffron. And what I thought was interesting was the Moroccans, they actually do their sauces where they'll thicken the agent here and pour that in so that actually it was thicken as it cooks.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? So, and then we added a bit of saffron there as well.
Nice.
Saffron.
Amazing sauce, it's going to happen. But then at this point, we're also going to throw in some nice cooked potato in there.
Piling up.
Oh yeah, we're going to pile this in there, right?
Tomatoes,
Yeah.
some apricot.
And use some because this is going to cook like that lamb's just going to fall apart, cook down, right? Tomatoes on top like
How
this.
long you simmer this for?
You know, it depends on how big you've cut it, but I would say
Nice.
boom.
Are you going to take the temperature down on the stovetop? Or
I
is
am.
It just gonna,
I'm going to put that like that. It just kind of
Give it a little
It'll
hat.
eventually get there. It's gonna simmer down.
turn
It's
it down
fine.
to a simmer and just forget about it.
Okay.
You know, and I mean forget about it. Let it
Like
go.
really forget
let it
about
go and let it go, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden. And I'll be honest, like, I have not, other than stir this up, that's what I've done. You know, what I did is I added some pistachios on top. I've added a little bit of
Nice.
parsley on top just to brighten it up.
Amazing. It reminds me of the hottest meal I had on the hottest day in Morocco. And it's like we're sweating and eating this hot meal. Like it's hot in pepper and hot in heat.
Yep.
And it's a hot day. And it was the best day.
Oh, it was
It was
absolutely
incredible.
That smells delicious. Wow. That looks incredible. Now, just the way it dropped onto the plate,
Yep.
it bounced. So it's look, it's so tender. That is incredible.
Is it good or not?
It's so delicious. Really nice, spicy, fragrant coating on the meat. The big surprise for me is how deep the richness of that meat is. That's the spice and the citrus. Omar's combined chunks of the camel's shoulder with tail and fat from the hump.